I want to introduce everybody to Julian. I just met him today. He's been 3 years without cancer after going vegan. So let's give him a round of applause. I mean, that's a remarkable story of this young man here. He's 20 years old. He had cancer, and he did some research and decided to dive into plant-based eating. And again, 3 years strong, and this guy is, he's a monster in the gym too. I check him out online and what he's doing, and just truly amazing. So let's just give him one more round of applause. All right, so I appreciate you all coming out here. The main goal of my speech is really to be directed towards non-vegans out there, not all you aliens that already know what the deal is. But I really appreciate everyone coming out here today to demonstrate what's very important to animal rights activists like myself. I went vegan about 6 years ago, and I was vegetarian for about 10 years prior to that. So I've been meat-free for about 16 years. I made that choice when I was 21, when I was 22. I'm 37 now. And the things that I'm able to do with my body is just truly, it's amazing. My recovery is amazing. As he mentioned, I do about 10 to 11, 12 different races per year. And that includes Ironmans, that includes marathons, whether it be the big marathons, the small marathons. But I also have a background in powerlifting, CrossFit, cross-training, you name it. So it's very important for me to highlight specifically what this diet can do for you in terms of your health. Because it really can do a lot of things. And again, I'm not just a walking testimony, but there are so many people in this world that also walking testimonies. So for those of you out there that are not vegans, you know, I don't even think I'm going to really dive into this speech. I'm just going to speak from the heart. We're now at a critical stage where transparency is present everywhere, from social media, whether you're Instagram, Facebook, you name it. And those of you that had decided to take on this lifestyle, I first say thank you, and I also ask that you too, just like I, as an activist, ethical vegan, continue to educate, if you haven't already, people within your circle, within your own community, whether it be your employer group, your colleagues, your family, your loved ones, your significant other. Continue to educate them about what exactly is happening to these animals, because as I'm speaking right now, every minute goes by, animals are being slaughtered. They're being lined up one by one, screaming, squealing, crying, and just being slaughtered at crazy numbers, and close to, I believe, 1 million every 10 minutes. And that's a truly heartbreaking number. So I think it's important. I see a lot of people shaming and being very disrespectful when it comes to ethical vegans and animal rights activists that speak out about what is happening. Listen, it's going to happen, but continue to stay strong. Continue to educate these people, because believe me, it's getting to them. And eventually they may decide to take that chance and take that opportunity. So really, I just want to say, continue, if you're an activist out there, continue to educate people. If you're non-vegan out there, there's so many options out there for you to look at, so many resources, so many books, so many online communities, from vegans in New York to crazies and weirdos, so many documentaries, from Cowspiracy to Forks Over Knives, you name it. A lot of credible information out there for you to really take on this diet, because now probably 99% of what you eat that's non-vegan, you can eat vegan, and that's true. You can have cupcakes, chocolate cake, you can have pizza. It's some incredible vegan pizza, especially here in New York. Amazing vegan pizza. Now, I'm not talking about pizza with diet cheese and processed oil, but natural homemade pizza that's pretty good, whether you make it yourselves or go to an establishment that has New Moo cheese that's made basically from soy and coconut cheese. Yeah, and they're owned by ethical vegans. I met with those guys. So, and that's another thing. That brings me to another point. I think it's very important as our community grows for us to continue to support each other, especially those companies and those entities that are owned by vegans. Because without you guys, we can't thrive. We can't sustain. We can't we can't continue to be successful. So that's very important. There are some companies out there that it's pretty expensive for their clothing, not mine. But if you guys knew the amount of money it takes to buy some of that material, especially if it's made here in America, it's crazy. It's very expensive. In fact, Julian's wearing, this is made from organic and bamboo material. This shirt should really be $50. But it's my job to not only raise funding for charities and nonprofits out there, but also to make it affordable to you guys. And that's what's happening with Crazies and Weirdos. We're trending, and eventually 3 to 5 years from now, we're going to be pretty much like the Gap for all vegans and activists worldwide. We're working on shoes and coats, you name it. We're going to have our store opening as well. Again, I really appreciate you guys out there that really support our cause. So I just want to sum things up by saying continue to stay strong, continue to follow your passion and fight for these animals, because, man, they don't have nobody but us, for real. So thank you guys for your time, and I appreciate it. Respect.